Hello everyone. In the previous video I have explained you what do you mean by absolute convergence, conditional convergence, right? And the absolute convergence test. Now what is the absolute convergence? A series AN is said to be converge absolutely if after taking the absolute of it, if it is convergent. If this series is convergent, then we will say this series converging absolutely. Conditional convergence means if the series with mod is not convergent and series AN this is convergent, then the series AN is said to converge conditionally. Now the absolute convergent test, this test says whenever a series converges absolutely, then this implies the series AN is also convergent. But converse may not be true. Means if any series is convergent, we are not sure that the mod if sorry if mod of an is not convergent, then series an may or may not be convergent. Or you can say if your series an is convergent, we can't say whether its mode is always convergent or not. But if your series an is not convergent, then this always implies that series mod of an is also not convergent. So whenever the series an is divergent, the series with mod is also divergent, right? But if this is convergent, then this is convergent. This is your absolute convergent test. So now just see with some examples. Let's suppose you have to check the behavior of the series. Whether this series converges absolutely or conditionally. So check whether this series, whether the following series converges absolutely or conditionally. So for this we first consider the mod of this series. We take this as an. Now we take the mod of an. So we will have this is ln n upon n minus ln n, right? Now you can apply any test which is applicable to positive term series. So now by applying limit comparison test, so for limit comparison test, first of all we need a series Bn. So we can choose Bn to be as the series 1 over n, and this series is divergent by P series test. Right? Now you just find out the limit of ln n upon n minus ln n divided by 1 by n. So what is the limit in this case? The limit of this, it comes out to be, now just see when you put n tending to infinity, this is infinity, this is 0, so you will have this is infinity. So whenever this limit is infinity and the series Bn is divergent, then the series An is also divergent. So by limit comparison test, what we have the series ln n upon n minus ln n is divergent. So clearly this series is not converging absolutely. Now we need to check whether it is converging conditionally or not. So for conditional convergence, we need to check the behavior of this series, right? So consider this series. Consider the series minus 1 to the power n ln n upon n minus ln n. This is your an, right? You can write an as a function which is ln n upon n minus ln n. Clearly this is greater than 0 for all n varying from 1, 2, 3 and so on. You can find its derivative and you can check the behavior whether it is increasing or decreasing. So when you find out its derivative, what will you have? This is n in minus ln n into its derivative 1 by n. Now the derivative of this into ln n as it is. Now just see, this term is cancelled with this and you left with 1 minus ln n upon n minus ln n whole square. Now this denominator is always positive, so it is depending on the numerator, and this will be less than 0 for every n greater than e. So this implies our function is decreasing, means our sequence is decreasing for all n greater than e. Now check the third condition. When you find out the limit of ln n upon n minus ln n, now this will be what? You can take this n to be common. Now what is the limit of ln n by n when n approaches to infinity? This is 0. You can combine this with this is also 0. So we have this is 0. So it satisfies all the three conditions of, this implies it satisfy all the three conditions of alternating series test. So therefore the given series minus 1 to the power n ln n upon n minus ln n is convergent. So what we have, the series with mod is not convergent, however this series is convergent. So this implies that the series minus 1 to the power ln n into ln n upon n minus ln n converges conditionally. So in this way we will check the conditional convergence and absolute convergence. Now just see one more example. Let's suppose you have to check the behavior of the series minus 1 to the power n plus 1 into n factorial upon 2 to the power n. Whether it converges absolutely or conditionally, we need to check this thing. Now just see, here your nth term is n factorial upon 2 to the power n. It is approaching to infinity by using the standard limit, as we know that the limit of x to the power n over n factorial is 0 for any x, right? So this is reciprocal of it, so it is going to infinity. So directly by nth term divergent test, since its nth term is not going to 0, so this implies that the given series is divergent. If this is divergent, then neither it is absolute convergent nor conditional convergence, because for absolute convergence we required its mod to be convergent, but again its nth term is not approaching to 0, so it is not converging absolutely. And same way conditional convergence, for conditional convergence we need absolute is not, but the given series is convergent, however the given series is also divergent. So neither it is converging absolutely nor conditionally, however it is converging, it is not convergent, it is divergent series. You can see one more example related to absolute convergence and conditional convergence. Let's suppose we need to check the behavior of the series sine n upon n square into minus 1 to the power n. Now here your ans are sine n upon n square. When you take its mod, you will get this is mod of sine n upon n square. Now since we know that mod of sine n is always less than equal to 1, by n square will be less than equal to 1 upon n square, and this series, if you can choose bn to be series 1 over n square, This is convergent by P series test. So by direct comparison, what we have? We have the mod of sine n upon n square. This is convergent, right? So this series is convergent. It means the given series is convergent absolutely. So this means the series minus 1 to the power n into sine n divided by n square converges absolutely, right? Why absolutely? But because whenever we take mod and we check the behavior of the series mod of an, if it is convergent, then the given series is said to be converging absolutely. Now just see one more example. Let's suppose we need to check the behavior of the series minus 1 to the power n plus 1 into 2 to the power n into n factorial into n divided by 2n factorial. So we need to check whether it is converging absolutely or conditionally. For this we consider the mod of an series, and that will be 2 to the power n n factorial n into divided by 2n factorial. So whenever we are having factorial series, we will apply ratio test. So apply ratio test, what we have? What is the limit of n plus 1th and nth term? It comes out to be 2n plus 1 into n plus 1 factorial into n plus 1 divided by 2n plus 2 factorial divide by 2 to the power n factorial n upon 2n factorial. So now just see what we have. We have this limit is, this 2n is cancelled out with this, you left with 2, n factorial is cancelled out with this, you get n plus 1. This 2n factorial is cancelled out with this, you left with 2n plus 2 into 2n plus 1, right? So what you have 2 into n plus 1 whole square divide by, you can take 2 to be common, n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 into n. So when you take n tending to infinity, you can take this n to be common. So 1 n in the denominator, so you will have, this is 1 by infinity, which is 0. Whenever this ratio is strictly less than 1, so by ratio test, what we have? By ratio test, the series 2 to the power n into n factorial up into n divided by 2n factorial, this is convergent. So whenever the series with mod is convergent, it means this series converges absolutely. So in this way you can apply absolute convergent test to check the behavior of the given series. If we need to check the behavior of this series, we can consider its mod. If it is convergent, then this series is also convergent. But if it is not convergent, we need to check the behavior of this series by applying alternating series test. It may or may not be convergent in that case. Okay.